Okay, so let's get into this. We're doing a deep dive into the source materials around that terrible mass casualty event back on September 28th, 2025. This was at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Grand Blanc Township, Michigan.
Right. And I think the crucial thing right off the bat is understanding this wasn't, just a typical shooting incident.
No, not at all. The sources make it really clear.
Yeah. If you look at the reports, what stands out is the planning. This was incredibly complex, a calculated triple threat assault, really. It combined a vehicle ramming, then a mass shooting, and also arson. All designed, it seems, to cause maximum harm.
And the timing. 10:25 a.m., right in the middle of a Sunday service. And you have to remember, the atmosphere was already quite somber.
That's right. The congregation was dealing with the recent death of the church's global president. A difficult time already.
Exactly. Then the perpetrator, Thomas Jacob Sanford, he's 40, from Burton nearby. He arrives in his pickup truck, reportedly had 2 American flags on it.
And he uses that truck as the first weapon, drives it straight through the front doors of the church.
But didn't stop there.
No. The accounts say he immediately got out carrying what's described as an assault rifle, and at the same time, he used some kind of accelerant to deliberately set the building on fire.
Which just created this horrific scenario inside, like a dual trauma, the reports called it. People facing fire on one side, gunfire on the other.
Exactly. And that fire element, it acted as a force multiplier, didn't it?
Absolutely. It compromised the building structure pretty quickly. We read about a partial roof collapse.
Yeah, which trapped people inside. And then, to make things even worse for rescuers, the heat inside was apparently causing loose ammunition to cook off, basically explode randomly, a nightmare for first responders trying to get in.
Just incredibly dangerous. But despite all that complexity, the methodical attack, the response from law enforcement was, well, exceptionally fast.
Under a minute. That's what the reports say. Officers arrived less than 60 seconds after the first 911 calls.
Amazing. And they neutralized the suspect, Sanford, pretty quickly too, right?
Yes, took him down just 8 minutes after the assault started. By 10:33 a.m., it was a joint effort, a Grand Blanc township officer and a Michigan DNR conservation officer.
8 minutes. But even after he was down, the danger wasn't over.
Not at all. That's when they found the IEDs. 3 improvised explosive devices inside his truck.
Right. So the scene immediately shifts again. Now it's not just a crime scene, it's a bomb disposal situation.
Exactly. Which, when you think about the planning needed for something like this, the multi-pronged attack, building IEDs, it sort of points towards a certain level of tactical know-how.
Which lines up with his background, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Sanford was a U.S. Marine Corps sergeant, served 2004 to 2008, deployed to Iraq, Fallujah, apparently.
So likely had tactical training. This wasn't, a random, disorganized act. It suggests planning capability.
Which just makes the why even harder to grasp. The motive seems really complex here.
Very. On one side, you have these deep personal stressors investigators found. His son, born with a rare genetic disorder, immense financial strain, emotional burden.
Yeah, I saw that mentioned. He'd even talked about it on a GoFundMe page, referencing his faith, calling his son's struggle truly a sign from heaven. Because
it's difficult to reconcile, and this is where you see the narrative split almost immediately.
How so?
Well, you had President Trump almost right away framing it politically as a targeted attack on Christians.
Okay.
But the FBI, they've been more cautious. Their label is an act of targeted violence, pending a deeper dive. They're looking at his digital footprint, communications, trying to figure out the primary driver.
So was it hate? Was it personal grievance? Despair over a situation? They don't have a definitive answer yet.
Not publicly, no. The investigation is ongoing.
And the outcome of that, it feels incredibly relevant, especially now. This happened not long after Michigan put in place those new gun safety laws.
Right, the universal background checks, red flag laws, big changes.
So this case, how Sanford got his weapons, if there were warning signs missed, it's going to be a major test, really, for how effective that new legal framework is.
Absolutely. It puts those laws directly under the microscope.
And it leaves us, and maybe you listening, with this really difficult final thought. It's about religious communities everywhere.
Yeah, it's this paradox, isn't it? How do places that are meant to be fundamentally open, peaceful sanctuaries, how do they protect themselves?
How do you harden the facility, put in security, without losing that core sense of welcome, of peace, of sanctuary that is so central to their identity?
It's a tough balance to strike, a really challenging question forced by, well, the kind of violence we see today.